Here's a full collection of 14 massive moments. You can also check out our collection of 22 spoiler pictures from these episodes. 1. Eden makes a confession to Abigail. Abigail catches Nerida sneaking into the ICU to visit Tim and is unnerved when she threatens her and Eden. She reports back to Cash and he tells her to get back to the hospital to keep an eye on Eden in case Nerida tries anything. Abigail finds her sister at Tim's bedside, but is shocked when Eden admits the reason she's there. It's because she still loves Cash and Tim waking up and testifying is the only way he'll be acquitted. 2. Cash and Nerida reach an agreement. Cash meets with Nerida and makes out he has CCTV evidence which proves she attacked him. The cop strikes a deal with Nerida, she stays away from Eden and Tim and in exchange he will plead guilty. 3. Alf gets pranked. Rue and Marilyn play a prank on Alf by making out the opening of the new bait shop has been pushed back by another week. Falling for it, annoyed Alf rushes off to investigate and is relieved to find the shop is all ready for business. The reopening puts Alf in a reflective mood as he looks through old photos and feels grateful for everyone who has come together to help him out. 4. Nerida gets away with it again. Cash refuses to give Abigail an update on the Nerida case, so she goes to the station and reveals Nerida was at the hospital. Concerned, Rose informs Townsend and he decides to question Nerida, but as a witness instead of a suspect. Despite Rose's best efforts, Nerida's alibi is watertight and Townsend continues to believe Cash is the guilty party. 5. Gary arrives to help Cash. Cash's foster dad Gary arrives in the bay after answering John's call for help. Gary's suspicions about Cash are confirmed when Abigail explains he's running his own investigation and trying to cover up the truth. 6. Abigail and Molly are caught out. Levi catches Abigail and Molly snogging outside of the surf club and reckons it's too soon for her to be in a romantic relationship. Abigail does not take kindly to her brother's interference, but Levi is adamant he knows best. He speaks to Molly and suggests he finishes with Abigail because they both know she's not ready for such a commitment. 7. Molly finds a way to stay with Abigail. Abigail and Molly meet up to discuss their future and both agree they don't want to end things. Molly can't see how they can convince Levi, particularly while they're all living under the same roof. 8. Molly moves out. Unable to break things off with Abigail, Molly decides to move back to the caravan park. Mac is initially thrown by Molly's announcement, but is reassured when he explains he wants the chance to make a go of things with Abigail. 9. Tane proposes to Harper. Harper returns home from the hospital but can't shake off the feeling that Tane is only with her because of the baby. She confides in Dana, who then tells Tane he needs to find a way of proving his commitment for her sister. 10. Dana and Mac have their doubts. Tane reaffirms his love and promises Harper he would still want to marry her, with or without the baby. Overjoyed, Harper accepts Tane's proposal and he goes public with their news at Salt. 11. Bree is annoyed with Remy. Remy has some exciting news for Lyric when he reveals he's bought them a converted warehouse in the city where they can practice to their heart's content. Justin questions whether Remy is really doing this for the band and Bree wonders if it's a ploy to put distance between Eden and Cash. Bree also cannot see why Remy is so set on Cash being guilty when everyone else can see he's innocent. 12. Kirby continues her mission. Kirby gets the backing of the local ladies as she continues her battle against the agency who edited her image without permission. The group brainstorm ideas of how to challenge such malpractice, and Kirby decides to directly confront the agency and hold them accountable. 13. Remy and Eden make up. Eden doesn't want to forgive Remy for his damning statement against Cash, but her ex is more understanding and accepts Remy's apology. Later, Eden and Remy finally clear the air, but she refuses to move to the warehouse and insists she needs to stay in the bay, close to Cash. Remy accepts defeat on the warehouse idea and says sorry to Bree for plotting behind her back. 14. Cash and Eden reunite as Tim wakes up. Gary tries again to get through to Cash and gets him to admit he took the fall for Nerida to protect Eden and Tim. He relays this crucial information to Rose, but she can't see a way to convince Cash to tell the truth. Meanwhile, Eden finally leaves Tim's bedside and shares a passionate reunion with Cash. But as they're busy getting it on, back at the hospital Tim opens his eyes.